Hartford HealthCare is taking strides to ensure that children feel comfortable after sharing vulnerable moments. The Charlotte Hungerford Hospital has built a tree house to be a calming space for children to gather their thoughts and feel a sense of peace.
Yeah, looking forward to this conversation. Joining us today to tell us more is Joan Noveski, the director of the Charlotte Hungerford Center for Youth and Families, Child Advocacy Center and Behavioral Health Clinic. Thank you so much for being with us. And just want to start out by asking how the idea for this tree house first came about.
Well, it's kind of a silly story. We built this clinic in the middle of a bank. So this, what I call like the two-floor tower, is houses our first floor is the staff, the front office staff, and above it is this room that when you look out the windows, it like shows you treetops. So when I opened the door the first time we came in here years ago, I said, "Oh, this place looks like a tree house. What would be a great idea is to try to make it into an official tree house, and maybe kids who never were in a tree house might be able to enjoy it, but also it would be a peaceful, safe space." Because you know, when kids create tree houses, they want to keep things out, keep people out, maybe even adults, but they want a safe space. So that was the idea, is to try to bring that feeling into this room.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, kids, I think they definitely react to their surroundings. So when you create a space for them to feel comfortable and more importantly, feel like a kid, I'm sure that it has wonderful effects. So let's talk about how everyone there sees this space helping kids.
Well, the creator, I have to say, Tyler Green is our creative genius. He and his team created the tree from scratch and brought it here to the center. It's 8 feet tall, and basically they had to create it into different pieces and then install it. So the idea about this is when we are doing forensic interviews with children or forensic medical exams, they're very anxious walking through that front door. So this would be a space where they could come and sit, breathe, get ready to do this tough work that they're going to have to do, and then also decompress after that interview. Also a place for parents who are waiting for their children who are doing these things. And then the other piece of this is to have a space for staff who are doing this difficult work, holding these experiences and all these emotions of these children day in and day out, to have a place where they could come for 5 or 10 minutes and maybe decompress a little bit and get ready to go back in to the next case.
There's a term you use in the healthcare community, trauma-informed. What does it mean, and how does it apply to this treehouse?
Well, basically, we are a trauma-informed environment, so we recognize the effects of trauma, and we try to create a safe and supportive environment and provide services that are sensitive to the needs of children or adults that are walking through the doors. So basically, we want to shift the focus from what's wrong with you to what's happened to you, and then eventually to what's strong with you. So basically, we consider everything in the environment, from the first phone call to the day-to-day interactions, from what's on the frosting on our front windows to the colors we use, the rugs, the floor, the textures, everything, and really just want kids to walk in the door and be able to feel calm and breathe.
I love that. Can you repeat that one more time for us? Because I want to make sure I heard that right, and I really love that. Did you end with saying you want children to learn what's strong with them or about them?
Correct.
I love
Correct.
that.
Because a lot of times kids think when they come into therapy, like there's something wrong with me. And a lot of times people say there's something wrong with you, so you have to go to therapy. But really, when they walk in the door, we say, "What happened to you?" And then by the time they're done, we're saying, "What's strong with you? Look at what you did. You got through all of this." And the treehouse is just one way. And we also have a therapy dog, Danny, who is part of our daily operation here and part of the trauma team. And the kids also have her to help them through those rough moments.
Wonderful.
Joan, we appreciate you this morning. The idea of a tree house put a smile on all of our faces this morning.
Sure did.
Well, thank you so much for thinking it was that important to share it with others, so maybe they can create their own treehouse.
There you go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we're